Good afternoon. I'll be giving y'all a speech today. My speech title today will be on prayer in public schools. All right. By now, I'm sure you've all had a story or heard a story or read an article on the news as far as regarding to some kind of incident where prayer was involved in school and it wasn't something that was really appreciated. So the educators have frowned upon this type of situation. So I'm pretty sure, like me, all of you are wondering, when did prayer in schools become such the wrong thing to do? So I'm confused about the situation and important because the American Constitution gives us the right to be able to express our religion as freely as we would like to. Okay, so let's explore the newfound no-no and break down why these educators are so wrong when it comes to not allowing prayer to be taking place in school. All right, this country was founded on religion by our ancestors, so I'm trying to figure out. So all of a sudden, since centuries have passed, and it's not become a good look to be seen either praying silently to yourself at school or praying out loud or even as a group while at school. I mean, surveys say that statistically, it's estimated about 89% of America has some type of religious belief. According to those statistics, man, we pretty much should be religious happy here in America because that's a lot of population within our country. But this is simply not the case. The case is we have a lot of Americans now that just don't simply believe in God himself or who don't really associate themselves with any form of type of religion. I mean, like I said, you have to, believe that there is some type of God in order to be that person that wants to pray. So somewhere along the way, in the upbringing of this generation, parents are either not teaching their children about the importance of religion at a young age, or we have just lost ourselves. In the First Amendment, the Free Exercise Clause protects citizens' right to practice their religion as they please, so long as the practice does not run afoul of public morals or compelling government interests. Well, the last time I checked, having a silent prayer to yourself or praying out loud does not run afoul of public interests, but public morals or compelling interests to the government. So if the schools are worried about non-believers being offended, they can simply take two options. One, they can turn their head when somebody's praying, or they can simply just leave the room and come back when the prayer is complete. A puzzling issue to me is that no one is offended or bothered by a prayer when tragedy strikes at a school. Situations like Columbine took place. Once this happened, everybody wants to pray. School officials, educators, all of those involved. I feel from this aspect, there is some sort of double standard going on. And for those of you that believe in God, you already know that you just can't call upon him just when you need something. Because that's exactly what this looks like. So what we're saying to ourselves in our generation is that it's okay to abandon prayer from school altogether, but in time of tragedy, let's just call on God. So with that being said, I think we should allow prayer in our school. If we allow prayer in our school before all these incidents took place, they probably wouldn't take place at all. Let's talk about a couple things that would change if prayer was allowed in school, i.e., bullying. If our kids were allowed to pray, maybe a lot of that. I'm not saying bullying itself would decrease, would increase, but it would most definitely decrease. And as we know, bullying has become a big thing in school. Is even allowing our kids and young ones to take their own lives due to all the excessive bullying. So with that being said, prayer in school would also let some of our statistics go down as far as committing suicide. If we allow prayer in our school, we allow our teachers and students to unite with one another. If we allow prayer groups in our school, the open dialogue will let our children know have a better understanding of what is right and what is wrong. And once we do those things by allowing prayer, we will be able to see the effects of allowing prayer in school as a whole, and then that will allow more Americans to believe in the power of prayer. For the most part, many of our students in school are brought up with religious belief and instilled with them from their childhood. There is a want as well as a need amongst our younger generation of students to allow prayer to be given back in school. For the most part, we all believe in some sort of higher power. Most of us inherit that belief in higher power from being taught from our parents, who was also taught from their parents, from generation to generation, so on and so forth. The First Amendment gives us the right to freely express our religious beliefs, and no one has the right to take that away, not even school officials. America must not only come together to lean on and pray with one another in times of tragic, but in times of peace when it happens at our school. We must allow prayer back in our schools because it will greatly benefit America in combating and preventing tragic actions taking place in the school today.